Now that I don't know how to really start this audio, but basically, I've kind of started to figure out some characteristics about myself. So, if you didn't know, growing up, I I would definitely put myself in the category of being an introvert. I am I don't like talking. I don't like socializing. It's not my thing. And if I did like to talk, it would probably be like a one-to-one conversation, meaning two people at most. If it was a group of four, it'll be a little bit overwhelming for me. And then anything more, it's just forget it. I'm checked out. And that's something I noticed when I was in high school or in middle school. I interact better with one-to-one conversations. And just in general, I did not like speaking. Whenever I went out with my sister, I would ask her if she could order for me, and then she would just do all the talking and ordering. Like, I just don't like to interact. But I noticed now that I don't know really what happened. I feel like maybe because I got older. I want to say also my experience with my job. I want to say also speaking to a microphone, doing all this ASMR stuff has really boosted my confidence in speaking so much. I remember, I think, I think it was a presentation I had to do in 8th grade for science, and I had to go in front of everybody to speak. And I think it was that one. But I remember my mom giving a piece of advice saying that someone told her, I don't remember who, I'll ask her just to figure out, but someone told her when you're doing like public speaking to go speak in front of a mirror so you can kind of like shake that fear, figure out your expressions, your gestures, what you're gonna say, your body language, your movements. And I remember doing it. And I remember presenting, and I was I wasn't like nervous. Like, okay, I was nervous, but I wasn't like, oh no, I cannot do this presentation. Like, I'm nervous, but I did it, and I went through the whole thing. Yeah. And from that point on, it's like presenting in front of a big crowd or talking in front of a huge amount of people, even as an adult, I didn't like it. I still don't like it. But I'm at a point in my life where I feel that it's not impossible. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't feel like my world is shattering. It's like, all right, time to do it. Let's go get it done. Yeah, and I just don't really know why, but this year it feels so much better. And I honestly think it's speaking to a microphone. That's really it. Because if you ask me what's been different this year in comparison to my previous years, it's me doing ASMR and just speaking into a mic. And this is something I realized when I was doing vocals for my songs. I started realizing that I have better control of my tones, my notes, when I started like releasing more songs. And then I was like, oh, I'm able to come up with a melody much quicker. I'm able to layer vocals. I'm able to do harmonies. It was just much easier as time went on when I had more practice with music. And I think this, like speaking into a mic, has really helped me a lot. So that means that's good news, right? Because it means I'm not going anywhere at this point. Yeah, something that I do have to work on though is managing my time, and I feel like that's really, really hard for me. For example, like I always been like this. I don't do routines. Like I may establish a routine and it just falls apart. Like for example, before the pandemic, I always said to myself, okay, you have to go to the gym before 2 p.m. on the weekends, right? Or you have to drop off your packages at UPS before 12 o'clock. But like I never said, okay, between 1 to 2, you're gonna go to the gym. Like it was never like that. It was just like before. Yeah, and then now it's like I've been telling myself to go for a walk every single day, and it's at random times, and I get it done, but it's just not a routine. Like, I don't go to walk outside at 6. Sometimes I might go like 7 p.m. Sometimes I might go 8 p.m. Sometimes I might go 2 p.m. It's just all over the place. And in the end of the day, I'm like, wow, where did all the time go? And something I try to do is multitask. I don't believe in multitasking. It's just not gonna happen. It doesn't work. I just feel like it's too much going on. Like right now, I am multitasking. Like, for example, before I went on, then I would edit my videos and have them render while I'm outside driving, so I don't waste time. Or maybe I'll watch my show and I'll do some editing on my videos. But that's difficult, and I feel like I put myself under a lot of stress when multitasking. I just don't like doing it. And I'm just not used to it also, so I will try to balance some things out, because the biggest thing about making videos or even audios is the editing process is brutal. For video, it's worse than audio. Audio is a little bit much easier. But for video, it's, oh boy, you need space. You need to render, format. Like, it's just too much for a video. Audio is just for me cleaning and rendering. That's really it. Because I have like a preset that I establish when I record. And I've just been using the same for all of my audios. But yeah, I'm trying to find a sweet spot in that aspect. But even me, I feel like sometimes when I'm done with my day, I'm like, okay, I'm awake. Maybe I should read some manga or play some games. I'm done. I'm drained. I don't have any energy. But yeah, that is where I'm at right now. And this was not the point of the audio. So let me get to the point. I don't know if this should be a 2-for-1. I guess 2-for-1. I don't know where I'm headed with this. But the point of this audio was the idea of being assertive. Now, I think the word assertive can be confused sometimes with the word aggressive, or some characteristics might bleed through. And that's not really true. I feel like when you're assertive in some sense, you're more true to yourself. And that's okay. Meaning, for example, let's say someone comes up to you, like maybe, your leader, and says, I want you to lead next week's meeting. And let's say you have too much on your plate. Just flat out say it. Say, right now I am booked with blah, blah, blah. On Friday I have to do this. I don't think it's possible for me to lead next week's meeting, or I could lead the following week, but you need to have someone else lead next week. And I feel like when I've been doing that, it's not a real life scenario. I'm just giving an example, by the way. But I feel like when I've been more vocal with what I feel and think and want to do, I feel better, and I just feel so much more honest. And I feel like I can explain myself also. I'm not like stuttering, or I'm not beating around the bush looking for an excuse. It's just like, I don't want to do this, and you can go find somebody else kind of vibe. All right. And there are going to be times where you're going to feel pressured. Like, I remember I was sitting in my car, and I don't know, what was I doing exactly? I bought a piece of cake, that's what happened. And I wanted to open it and then try it. And then for some reason, there was a car just driving. And then they looked at me and they're asking me, are you leaving? And I was like, shit, like, I'm not really leaving. I just wanted to eat my cake here. And then I said, yeah, okay. I'll leave. And I left, and I ate my cake at home. But that wasn't the intention or the thing I wanted to do. I wanted to eat my cake, actually. And I wanted a piece of the cake, and then I wanted to eat the rest at home, because I cannot wait. But yeah, definitely being assertive. And if you're going to be honest about how you feel, it doesn't mean you're mean or nasty. And I think people mistake that. For example, if you're, I don't know, running, or you're a photographer, let's say, and you're doing a photo shoot, and you're like, that green blouse does not look good on you, or you don't have to say good on you. You can say it doesn't appeal to what I'm looking for. That's just being you. Like, you just need to say how you feel. If you don't like something, just say it. And I'm telling you, when you start doing that, it just opens like more of an emotional tone with whoever you're speaking with. Even me, I'm starting to get into the vibe of responding to emails and saying, I don't feel comfortable doing this, or I just don't want to do this, or this is not me. Because the truth is, in the end of the day, and I'm gonna be honest with you, if someone tells you like no, or they tell you I don't like it or I don't want to do it, don't feel like your world is gonna be shattering down. Like, when I reply to an email and I say no, I don't like it, I don't remember who I said it to. That's really the truth. I don't remember. There's so many people I'm interacting on a daily basis. I don't remember who is who, really. You would have to stand out somehow, and to stand out nowadays is not easy. Dion. But yeah, in the end of the day, just be you. It's just much easier. It feels right also. And if you feel like you need to do something, like for example, let's say you need to be a better speaker and you're not sure how to get there, don't search. It will come to you naturally. Like, I don't know how to say it to you. I think someone said it. I think it was Anara Smith. She said, like, someone asked her, how do you find true love, or how do you find your partner? And, or was it her husband? I don't remember. Someone said, they said, stop looking for it. And that's really it. Stop looking for it. Things will come to you. But then at the same time, don't misinterpret this with saying, like, oh, you want a college degree? Don't go to college. It'll come to you. You got to put some effort in there. But don't push yourself too much. And I should be the last one talking because I over-push myself. I do too much. But yeah, I feel like now I'm starting to find a sweet spot. Actually, no, I'm not. But I'm starting to figure out something. I just got to manage my time better. But we'll figure it out. Like, it's not the end of the world, to be honest. Till next time.